No, but where are they basing themselves from? This is Vichy France. This is Vichy France, so it can't be from there. There is no airfield over here. There is no airfield, like in this direction. The only available airfield that is in any vicinity in striking range must be over here in Mogadishu. There's no other airfield that is even conceivable for them to use. So it must be that, unless the Portuguese have ended the fray, which they have not, thankfully. But yeah, I'm still wondering if they have lack of supplies now. I mean, I do apparently. But if Mogadishu is the one place where they can launch their assaults from, then I should completely shut down Mogadishu. I really should. And I forgot to increase the speed again. Okay, can I get the airplanes back? Interdiction, droning air while looking for... Okay. Uprising, not good. Dun 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 dun. Air superiority. This is here. It's here that you're doing it. Can I particularly strike against... I cannot. Well, just stay there. Hinder their airplanes from doing more damage. They have completely knocked out the infrastructure here. Clogging up everything. Silly Brits. Oh, a lot of units is available now. A hell of a lot of units. So I have a choice here. I think the Soviet front is fine for now. So I will take a couple of these guys, which were designed for the Soviet front, I am aware. But I will take a few of them and send them to India, and from there they will be, transported. Wait, can I do it here then? I cannot. How about Bengal? What's the range of these ships anyway? Okay, take them to Rangoon. And then it will be deployed in Africa. These guys, though, will go to the snowy north, where we'll have to fight against the Soviets. What an honor. They get the worst front. And my manpower is rapidly increasing. And the Germans... Like, the problem with breaking through in something like Finland is that they will use a lot of units to cover all this territory, which will weaken them in other areas. Which can spell the doom for them at some points, but... I mean, retaking Finland is quite important, so I won't complain about it. And now, finally, they have managed to take this area. How is this still in the Vladivostok area? First Army Group. Put everything in the Quantum Theater. Quantum Theater! I will remove automation and add you back, and then add some more territory, like take these areas. Just push into the Soviet Union. Oh, and I forgot, where was that partisans? Besides still being around here. Oh, and I have more units to transport now. To Dar es Salaam with you. Dar es Salaam will have to be my base for future adventures. It's just painfully slow moving anywhere here. Okay, I will do a short test. What's the resources at like right now? Oh, they immediately die. Are they that strapped for resources? They are losing just by looking at them. Oh, gorgeous. This is what I want. Which means that I hope this is the same problem they have here in Somalia as well. Because Somalia I could take with a storm. And I think I will use Dar es Salaam as the base for it. Saudi Arabia, I could take Saudi Arabia in one fell swoop. It wouldn't be difficult. It would just be sending this guy and then take Riyadh. And that would make Saudi Arabia fall. Maybe I should do it. Should I? You know what? I will do it. Saudi Arabia, you need to fall. Conquer you. There we go. And then go to Riyadh. When Riyadh falls, essentially, Saudi Arabia falls completely. Oh my. They're doing this again. Well, I need to take down the motorized here. I'm trying to cover all of India with just a couple of divisions. It's madness. Are they arrived now in Dar es Salaam? They have. So instead of actually sending you towards fighting, I think I will just let you be. Honestly. So now it's just a slow struggle of annihilating the starving British soldiers over there, who are posing no real threat at all. What's more interesting is taking Riyadh and taking Soviet Union. The most difficult part of the invasion of the Soviet Union is completed, and now it's basically just striking them down. And Finland is slowly being more and more secured. Excellent. It's just a matter of time before they broke through. I mean, taking Elizabethville was essential in this victory, even though I didn't at first realize it. Okay. I mean, this Imperial Guards will take ages to arrive, but now at least I can pick up the reinforcing parts here that will help in the invasion of Somalia and Ethiopia. That should do all fine. All of these units, which are basically just a couple of, like 1 or 2 militia, and then rest high command sitting in their tents drinking wine. Okay, well, that's been completed now. Okay, no, there we go. There we go. And if I take this, these two should fall as well, right? Or maybe this one as well. Maybe. Special Forces. Special Forces is done. There's not any Special Forces, it's Special Forces level 7. Rangoon, gather these units and then send them to Dar es Salaam along with everyone else. Rebase there as well. Japan, Emperor. Japan annexed Saudi Arabia, which is now part of their country. I mean, my party. Yeah, country. And the Arabian Peninsula is looking so much better now. Maybe I should just take... how would my chances be against Persia? Persia has a lot of things. They have Esfahan, Tehran, these two. This one I could take pretty quickly. This one would be a bit longer away. I think it would be a much longer campaign. I think I would need to think about it. Assault weapons done as well. I don't think there's many units that are nearing completion. These are halfway done. They will be done September 24th, 1944. So much faster than the first assumed. I'm guessing it is more like practical things, like the multiplier for practical being part of it. But I mean, the lack of supplies also explains the lack of British activity in the area, considering they had superior numerical advantage and everything like that. Yet they did not use it. Okay. Now massive invasion of Mogadishu. With 6 divisions. And then one, you know, whenever he's arriving, the Imperial Guards one. Should be fine. And they're covered by area superiority from the nearby carriers. Almost like I planned it. And taken. And it returned to Italian position. Motorized going this way, and then the infantry will just have to secure the ports and Addis Ababa and everything like that. Addis Ababa, I guess. Is there anyone left behind now? Anyone? No one. Everyone has orders. Yes, everyone is moving. So return Italian territory here to Italy. That should be just fine. It's a shame I can't decide whether or not to basically hand it over to anyone else, but I mean, Italy is my ally and we're already sharing quite a large border, so it makes sense. I think the Germans are being a bit held up now in Finland. I mean, the infrastructure in northern Finland is not that great, so would explain it. The rest of the border is basically not moved at all. It's just going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. But here it's moving a bit forward, at least. Like, all their Siberian over here is... There's no defense over there at all. Where did... Oh, this is going to take ages to get there. There's no way they will get there in time. No way. Am I actually fighting against Xinjiang? Oh, I am. I didn't even realize. Should almost have sent some troops to take that, but then it would mean an immediate border against the Soviet Union over there. Which I frankly am not really willing to have at the moment. Oh, I wonder what Italy is thinking now. The Italians have even already sent some troops through the Suez Canal to assist. Ah, gotta love the Italians in this game. Best Italians I've seen in a long time. I mean, speaking about Hearts of Fire and Freedom, and you know, not anything else. Usually Italy, unless I'm playing Italy, because I tend to do fairly okay as Italy. Speaking of which, when Hearts of Iron 4, and this is a promise, when Hearts of Iron 4 launches, day 1, or close to day 1 at least, W as Germany, I as Italy, taking over the world. That is a solemn pledge. You heard it here first. Solemn pledge. And I'm so excited for that game to come out, whenever it's coming out, which will, you know, let's be honest, probably never happen. If they take Elizabeth will the capital revert back to it? It's not impossible for it to happen. 26th of July, it will basically take forever for them to get there. And under uprising, where? I shouldn't have clicked away that window. Probably here, maybe? Yeah. And I'm even singing this infantry. I don't even remember making that request. Why are they not moving forward? Why did they stop? I told them to go all the way up here. At least this guy's listening to my ideas. To my command. Even though I give them stupid as hell orders. Orders like that. Let's just remove all the shipping here, and now they have only really 2 ports. They have this port here, and they have this port here. That is all the ports they have left. For some reason they still have Port of Sudan also, or Port Sudan. Which I almost forgot about. Yeah. It's a shame that this is taking so long here, because it would have been much nicer just have this over and done with and have all half of Africa in my sphere, in my command. Okay, maybe you should move it over there. And then move over there. Yeah! Oh no, are you losing against... Koenig. Major General Koenig. Are you actually losing towards him? Are you having a lack of supplies, or is he... No, it's me actually having a lack of supplies. I guess the supply lines have not been established yet. But it does have aerial help, at least. Well, don't matter. The French will fall. It's just hard-necked French resistance. Unfortunately, though. I mean, there's nothing stopping you, this little guy, to help out with that insurrection. Maybe I should give new orders to the Quantum Theater as well. Quantum Theater? I think it actually has all the goals it needs. Even up until here, so yeah, just keep on doing what you're doing. You're doing a great job. I have no complaints, really. At all. I do wish I could give orders to Italy, though, like, take Turkey. Because that would complete Italian dominance over here. Complete Italian dominance. Maybe... It's even taking attrition during not fighting times. Not brilliant. Not brilliant at all. Stop them from moving there and then take this area out as well. I mean, everything here is going so well. I'm so pleased. So pleased. Though it's basically just a trek now of finishing off victory, because to be completely honest... Oh. Now I realize where there was an insurrection. To be completely honest, though, when I took all of this area and took India as well, basically the objectives of Japan were completed. And with America basically knocked out from the war, going back and forth here, nothing really happening with them, then essentially it's just trying to get to the finishing line. Oh, free descent. Hopefully the AI will be smart enough to take that under consideration. Yes, they are. Descent, by the way, is lowering your IC by the equivalent of what's saying right here. So right now it's minus 2.9% and so on. There's only one French division. How is it putting up so much of a fight against me? Even with this exhausted division, the chances of winning is actually fairly low. And we have the port of Mogadishu. It's a pretty good port as well, with lots of supplies coming through it. Oh, holy shit. They did lose the battle though, but that was quite scary. That was only a headquarters as well. This guy is out of fuel. I'm having such a lack of fuel. It's not like... convoyed out 1,229. Holy hell. Yeah, I'm using up a lot of supplies in my war. Unsurprisingly. I mean, just think about this area here. It's massive. Like, the distances we're talking about here is massive. But it's just basically just rolled over them because there's no one living there. Well, very few people living there, I should say. Next move, next move, next move. Like, I actually thought that Somalia and Ethiopia would be bigger problems. And honestly, I will put my carriers here. There's the last airport I have left. The last remaining airport, and it needs to be shut down. The Italians won't do anything about it, so I will. Air superiority. Oh, I mean, look at the coalition that's standing here. It seems like it's New Zealand, maybe Australian, Iraq, maybe, wherever it is, and is it Dutchland? Probably Dutchland. And then there's French forces standing right here, trying to prevent me from getting anywhere. This is not good at all. They're rapidly losing organization because they have no supplies. They're not gaining any supplies. And they can't move. Well, I guess I'll just have to push forward then. Or is there any... Oh, there's one airport left after that. It's Khartoum, of course. Khartoum has an airport. Where is Addis Ababa? There it is. There it is. This is still taking forever. And Soviet Union again. How's it going? Oh, now the tank is done. When are the Mountaineers getting done? Nowhere soon. Drop tanks? Cute. Maybe I should lower research a bit for the other. I have 1 million officers, or actually I have 58,000 officers. Officers. My descent is lowering. Everything is just going nice and dandy. A bit too nice and dandy. Oh, and they even broke through here at the other side of Lake Ladoga. Very important. Maybe they will be able to... Oh, actually, they're breaking through everywhere. I think the Soviet Union is crumbling a bit now. Maybe my effect on them were a bit larger than I anticipated. I mean, this is not affected now. The infrastructure here, nothing here is damaged. So it's that is causing the issues that I'm facing right now. Or is it simply that they... Yeah, they don't have any supplies. But for some reason, like this guy has a bunch of supplies, apparently. But he's being supplied from Mombasa. They are being supplied from Mogadishu, I'm guessing. Now, Bellet Ulan. Bellet Ulan, where the hell is that? Bellet Ulan. What, really? No, supply from Mogadishu. Disco. Mogadishu. Oh yeah, this is the province they're standing in. Oh god damn it. I think my brain is dying a bit. Just shut down that harbor as well, and they have nowhere to get any supplies at all. So can I take them out now in a battle? I can't, can I? No, they have managed to get so much organization in such a short period of time. Koenig, you're doing so well against me. I'm impressed. But he's losing organization much faster than me. I'm guessing it's the lack of supplies doing it. But I'm losing... No, this is a hard-fought battle. But I will win it. Clearly I will. Just a sec, I will win over here. Just mopping up the resistance. So this is done. This area is done. Now it's just basically take the few small areas remaining, and then I will be done over here. It feels good. It feels good overcoming such odds. And the French turned their tail and ran, like the dogs they are. as are the Soviets. I think my estimates of maybe 5 to 10 divisions being left was not out there. I can count maybe 1, 2, 3, 4 divisions left at this point. 5, okay. So 5 was pretty good. Mongolia, though, seems to be a bit harder to overcome. Or at least it's taking a long time to get there. This says it's taking a lot of time to get over here as well. No, 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 there's French people here. There's French people. I think I will need to take my airplanes to bombard. Let's do a ground attack. Will that help? And shore bombardment. I have everything against them, and yet they're standing up against me. It's even de Gaulle himself making final stand at Ed. Oh, de Gaulle. What a silly person you are. But he's rapidly losing. There we are. There we are. Beautiful. Beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. And I think the supply solution is it has arrived now, so at least now I can get my troops to move forward. The French are not being able to muster a lot of resistance. We can even go to Addis Ababa. Can I reach Khartoum to end British air superiority or air capability completely in Africa? I mean, the other airport they have left is basically over here in Lagos.